had a little taste of an 80s song that went big. Yeah. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I decided to do one today. And I want to go over, yes, back in the heyday. And if you didn't grow up in the 80s, well, you don't know what you missed. And I'll tell you, some bands, and I always say this, some bands of today, I mean, they ain't got nothing what the 80s had. Don't get me wrong, there are some bands today that put a huge power ballad heaviness that we need, but a lot of other bands, man, just to get together and just get together for just the money and what, a whole year of fame. Now this was probably one of 80s one-hit wonders. I can't say one-hit wonders. They had a whole album out, in my eyes, that did damn good. We're talking about Kix. Blow My Fuse, people. And if nobody has heard this album, I advise you to get it and like it and enjoy it. All these songs on, I don't care, man, all these songs on this friggin', which I was just playing, was Cold Blood, Piece of the Pie, Boomerang, Blow My Fuse, Dirty Boys, Red Light, Green Light, TNT, Get It While It's Hot, No Ring Around the Rosie is one of my favorites. Very hard riff, kicked ass rhythm. Don't Close Your Eyes was a huge hit on MTV back in the day. She Dropped Me Like the Bomb is another one of my favorites. But just to go over this album, and I had to pick it up. One of my wifey's favorite albums too. But just the instant memories, man. Blown back in time. 1988 wasn't one of my greatest years, but the music was a phenomenon. You had Blow Up Your Video from AC/DC. Of course, GNR Lies. Slayer came out with, I believe, Seasons in the Abyss. Of course, the Scorpions with Savage Amusement. All awesome. Of course, the list goes on. And just to hear this one, though, Kix. I think they did do 2 more albums. But of course, grunge and kicked them all in the face and took the better half of the goddamn show. But I think bands like this, I mean, if it wasn't for grunge, yeah, I think bands like this would have survived. Of course, Skid Row came out in 89, but bands like, 1988 album, can't forget Rat. But I believe that these bands would have stayed, if it wasn't for grunge. I mean, I don't know why the hell people took a liking so highly into that music. Believe me, it's, I ain't got nothing against grunge, but it was just as grungy and heavy as right as these later 80s bands started getting. Even Skid Row, like with Subhuman Race, Enslaved to the Grind, was just deep, heavy, dark stuff. And even Rat's Detonator came out with some badass riffs. And Kicks, I mean, they also, man, ripped it up. Would blow my fuse. And I don't get the whole thing. Oh, grunge killed all these 80 bands. But yet there was still some that, that just had that, you can say, grunge heaviness that kicked you in the teeth. Especially Kicks. But I mean, what the hell can you do? I mean, bands like Tesla and I mean the whole get my mind working here, because sadly I haven't been able to listen to my music. I mean, I get on the internet at night and YouTube and watch some tunes here and there, but I'll tell you, man, a lot of my stuff going on these days pisses me off. Like I said, I'm trying to get back on track with things, and of course this school vacation didn't help. Sitting home with the kids and trying to figure out stuff to do, and all they're doing is fighting, yelling, screaming, kicking. Hey, yeah, what a day. Yeah. But anyways, like I said, but now that I look back and pull these old albums out though, and put it against some, not all, of today's music, oh man, I tell you, today I was driving to go get my coffee, and the Rosie song came on. Oh man, I tell you, I wanted to punch the gas and just wanted to bolt through town. Got this urge of speed. Just hearing them old riffs compared to going on the radio and listening to some of these new bands, man, I can't even stomach. If it wasn't for WZLX, I wouldn't listen to the radio at all. I mean, yeah, I miss the new songs, some new songs and some new bands that are good, but I don't think so, people. I'm done. Most of the new music today, man, yeah, it ain't well thought, it ain't well planned. They don't put a story in it no more. And I had to do another video on Mr. Steve Perry, because that guy, man, I watched his interview with Dan Rather the other night. And man, does he get it. He speaks of it all, people. Mr. Steve Perry, and how the music makes you feel. That's right, and he lost it. It was sad that he did. It was sad that he, didn't feel the love no more from his band. But yeah, at least he knows that the music back then, and I keep saying it just like he does, and he's been around a lot longer than I have. But to hear him say these words and to communicate with me makes me feel goddamn good that man was alive to make a lot of the music, man, from the 80s too. It kept me alive. Even Kicks, man, just by hearing that album. But Steve Perry, man, he came out with some good stuff. And if it wasn't for bands like Kicks and, everything I just named off, I don't know where I'd be today. Because the storylines, I felt, everything was there. Awesomely written, wrote. You felt the music, you were in the music. So, that's my point of view of the 80s. These days, music is just slapped together to make $1 million and get girls. How lame. Till that next video, be safe, take care, and get your ass out there and buy some Kicks. Blow my fuse. I guaranteed you'll be satisfied. Out.